covering Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
A series of suspicious fires in Lowcountry. The incidents that sparked an investigation.
And you may need to wait before lighting those fireworks. I'm Kyron DeVille live with the important rules you should know first.
Plus, a housing crisis in the city of Savannah. What solutions city leaders are proposing for the lack of affordable homes.
We want to thank you so much for starting your day with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton.
And I'm Frank Solkowski. I tell you what, let's go ahead now and take a look at some of the rain that was falling overnight. Yeah, it started early this morning. We saw steady showers around the area, especially right here in Savannah. Meteorologist Catherine Liberta, she's joining us this morning. And Catherine, I tell you what, a lot of those showers kind of moving away right now, and that's a good thing as folks get ready to get up and out and about. This is the last day of work for many folks as they have a long holiday weekend coming up.
Yeah, definitely going to see a couple of those showers moving out. Although as we go into this afternoon, we will be seeing a little bit more rain, but it does look like mainly scattered throughout our day today. We can see right now very little showers moving off the coast. Right now you can see Chatham County seeing a little bit of that heavier rain moving just north of Skidaway Island now, heading towards Wilmington Island, and we can see out in the low country a little bit of that rain heading towards Bluffton right now. Looking down near Darien, seeing a couple of those showers moving through Brunswick right along I-95. But this is mainly the only rain we're going to see this morning. So once this is done, we will be seeing a little bit of showers as we go into this afternoon. Although for 4th of July tomorrow does look mainly dry. Rain chance about 10%. We're not completely ruling it out, but it does look overall dry for us. So I'll track out the rest of that forecast for you coming up in just a bit. And if you want to take a look at those tropics, we'll have that full forecast for you coming up in just about 10 minutes. I'm on Frank.
All right, Catherine, thanks so much. Well, this morning there has been a spike in suspicious fires in the Lowcountry.
Yeah, investigators in Burton say flames, they erupted at 6 buildings over the last month alone, and the last 3 of them were considered suspicious. The most recent fire happened last Thursday. Fire officials say crews responded to a trailer that caught fire on Detour Road in Seabrook that left some heavy damage there. A fire also destroyed a house on Bruce K. Smalls Drive, also in Seabrook. And you may also remember another major fire started in an abandoned building. That happened 2 weeks ago and caused officers to shut down Trask Parkway for several hours. All 3 structures were abandoned, and at least 2 of them were without power at the time.
Well, right now we have no indication that these fires are connected in any way, shape, or form at this stage of the investigation. So I feel very confident saying we don't have a firebug out there. We don't have someone running around starting fires. That there still could be a common cause to it. There could be just simple accidental fires that we just haven't uncovered the cause yet.
Now, the Burton Fire District adds that 6 fires in 1 month is a high number, but it's not that uncommon, and thankfully authorities have not reported any injuries.
Well, the time has come for the return of fireworks shows all across our area, and we know some of you will stay home and light those fireworks of your own. WJCL 22 News' Kyron DeVille is joining us live this morning to tell us about some important rules that you need to keep in mind. Good morning, Kai.
Hey Emma, good morning. So out of the Georgia laws, the few Georgia laws, one of the biggest takeaways when reading it is that you can't pop your fireworks before 10 a.m. and after 11 p.m. at night. Outside of those times, it's illegal. Now, Georgia law also prohibits the use of fireworks within 100 yards of a hospital, a nursing home, gas station, and also a state park. Now, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety reported that nearly 10,000 people were treated in the ER just last year alone for 4th of July for firework-related injuries. Most of those injuries were teenagers.
Fireworks are dangerous. And so we know that thousands of people are injured by fireworks each year. And we know in Savannah it is not legal for anyone under 18 years of age to handle fireworks.
Now, the mayor does encourage many to attend fireworks shows around town rather than use their own. And now I'm working on a full list of ordinances and everything you should need to know when popping your fireworks. And when I see you guys again at 5:30, I'm actually going to show you some alternatives you can use in case you don't want to, get close to the fire. I want to send it back to you in the studio, Emma.
All right, Kai, I do like a good firework, but I've never set them off myself because, as Frank likes to say, I need to keep all 10 fingers. We'll check in with you in just a little bit. Well, right now, the city of Savannah is experiencing a housing crisis. That's according to City Manager Jay Melder. He presented that information at the City of Savannah's first We Don't Stop at 5 o'clock open house last night. Dozens of people gathered to stay in the loop on Savannah's projects last night. One of those projects addressing the housing crisis. The city manager put the problem in stark terms during his speech, and people agreed with his concerns.
We do not have enough housing, not for the people who are here, not for the people who are coming, and certainly not for everybody at every income level.
The crisis that we are in is horrible, and I feel like we need to make some changes in the right direction.
Mayor Van Johnson tells us that the city is working on solutions, including developing low-income housing tax credits and cracking down on vacation rentals and hotel developments.
Well, Mayor Johnson also says he plans to release a top 10 most wanted Savannah list. This comes after several shootings in our area. The most recent, an officer-involved shooting back on Sunday night on Victory Drive. Now, the suspect, Gregory Griffin, is a convicted killer for a 2013 crime. Mayor Johnson reacting to the news that Griffin was out on parole at the time of that shootout. Chatham County Police have not said which homicide case Griffin is currently a suspect in.
A GoFundMe for a Liberty County firefighter, Chandler Kubander, is just shy of $7,000 of its $10,000 goal. It was started to help the Kubander family after he was found dead with Reagan Anderson, a fellow firefighter who he knew for years. Kubander and Anderson were found in a vehicle in Tennessee about a week after they were reported missing. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has taken the lead on the case. Kubander's and Anderson's bodies have been sent off for an autopsy.
Well, a Georgia community is grieving the loss of 5 family members who died in a plane crash up in New York. Angelina Salcido reports from Milton.
Hard to accept it.
One by one,
they were killed in a plane crash.
Friends and family leave flowers in their prayers for the Van Epps and Beggs families at their home.
They can use the balloon for their journey where they're going.
Mike Monasterio, a close friend of the family who had just spoken to them days ago.
I said, brother, I will see you on the port. I'll go take you and your family to the airport.
The news of their sudden death too difficult to understand.
We don't want to bury our kids. We want our kids to bury us first. You lose half of your heart in your body.
Ryan and Laura Van Epps, their 2 sons and Laura's father, all had left a baseball tournament their oldest had just played in Cooperstown, New York. This is a single-engine Piper Malibu the family would take on their journey back, the photo taken hours before takeoff. The couple on board with their 2 sons, 12 and 10-year-olds James Ryan and Harrison. Laura's father, Roger Beggs, was their pilot. FlightAware shows the path the plane took Sunday afternoon. It took off just after 1:44 and crashed a few minutes later.
So scary.
Wynn Dyer, James Ryan's former teammate.
He was happy. He was a tough kid. He was a big kid. He loved his brother. Him and his brother were best friends.
As this community comes together in the face of tragedy, these families won't be forgotten.
Their mind and their face still in my heart.
Fly high, JR. Fly high, the Van Epps.
Your traffic track 22 this morning. If you are heading out to Hilton Head Island, looks like no problems on 278 right now. Just about a 14-minute drive. And looking at Rincon to Savannah, heading in from Effingham County, just about a 24-minute drive across the area. Does look like traffic is moving well right now. No problems to report in Georgia or South Carolina this morning. Emma and Frank.
All right, Catherine, thanks so much. It is 5:09.
Hurricane damage and extreme heat. Coming up, a look at the combination of dangerous weather and how it could impact your holiday weekend.
Plus, suing to keep working from home. The fight employees are waging against a mayor that wants them to return to the office.
And taking a live look right now out in the low country, we can see it is a quiet start for us, but we are seeing those temperatures in the 70s and 80s right now. And if you want to take a live look at that forecast throughout the rest of our day today, and as we go into your 4th of July holiday tomorrow, just download that WJC